Racing on Polly on Friday, I'm at the yard of Gavin Smith and we're going to chat about the upcoming runners. Ruby Claire will make her local debut in race 1. She relocates from KwaZulu-Natal and she'll also be trying blinkers for the first time.
No, yeah, she's done pretty decent work around with the blinkers on, and I just feels the right type of race for her to give a good account of herself.
Take a Mulligan steps out in race 2. Now he is regaining competitive form well.
He is, Nate. He seems to prefer the turf a little bit, but a nice run last time out on Polly, and he's enjoying the step up in trip. I think that's why he ran a better type of race.
We'll see hugs and high fives in race 3. Now she's knocking and she's going to try a touch further.
Yeah, exactly that, Nate. I think she'll be able to travel better and get there a little bit easier, a bit further. So, yeah, I think we're on the right track with her.
2 runners in race 4. Bron Sword will be having his peak run after rest and relocation. He'll be joined by American Dream. Now, locally, he has shown his best form to be on Polly, so perhaps ignore his last and expect better.
Yeah, I do expect better, Nate. And also, he races from the benefit of the best rule.
That does help. And Bron Sword?
Bron Sword, nice race last time out. I feel he's reaching peak and just need his rating to drop a touch.
Another 2 runners as we move on to race 5. Catch the Tune. Now he is capable of better. He's just lost his way of recent. He'll be joined by Destiny's Angel, who may be up in class, but he's in really steady and competitive form against only slightly weaker.
Yeah, slightly weaker. He's been running really well, Nate, but also comes off decent form. Plus his work at home's good, and he's got a benefit of a nice draw, especially over the mile. It's always a help. And Catch the Tune, I just feel, cut him back in trip because he tends to travel a little bit too hard the early part, and sometimes, he takes it out of himself and he hasn't got that to come at the end of the race. So cutting back in trip, they're going to go a little bit quicker, which should help him to settle the early part and should find his best on Friday.
Next up in race 6, Fitzjames. Now he won well on local debut last time out, which means on Friday he'll be having his post-maiden run. He'll be joined by Duke of Orange, who's back off an enforced break.
Yeah, James, he won a nice little race, Nate, but taking on maiden company does take a step up. He has trained, his training has shown me that he can take the step up, but be a bit cautious. And Duke of Orange, he was enforced layoff as he bled last time out, but he's doing well at home, Nate, and should give a good account as well.
Now, a poster boy behind us has just wandered off. That's Donnie T. We'll see him in action in race 7. Jose Ramzan retains the ride, and the partnership teamed up to win a good race last time out. They'll be joined by Tuscan Gold and Strawberry Stinger, who makes his local debut off most recently KwaZulu-Natal form. He's actually been showing improvement as his merit rating has fallen.
I agree with you, Nate. His rating's coming down, and he can be knocking back into quartets. Donnie T, expecting a fair run from him, albeit he's carrying the top weight. He's got a lot of weight to carry. And Tuscan, he's always knocking Nate.
And closing off in race 8, Jade's Cabernet. She'll enjoy being reunited with both Craig and the Polly, and whatever the case, expect better than her last. Crusador, who races alongside, ran a great race over track and trip, again similar in his last.
Yeah, Cruzy, I wouldn't leave him out back in the quartets, Nate. He's doing well as a good, clean, sound horse. And Jade's back on the Polly, always got to be a runner. Although taking on the boys, plus she's got top weight.
2 horses that should be in the mix in the last of the day on Friday.